Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Here today we will going to talk about non-experimental research designs. What is non-experimental research designs? Here in non-experimental research, researcher just examine or observe the things which is happening naturally in natural settings. Okay, we studied in experimental research. Researcher do manipulation of independent variable. For example, researcher give meditation therapy to decrease the stress level. Giving meditation therapy is manipulation in experimental research. But here in non-experimental research designs, we are not giving any therapy, means no any manipulation or outside source or no any control group. We just observe the level of stress, how it occurs in its natural settings. To just observe the things in its natural settings is non-experimental research design. Okay. Next is, what are the classification of non-experimental research designs? See, number 1, correlational research design, descriptive research, exploratory research, survey research, developmental research and epidemiological research. These are the types we can see in non-experimental research designs. Now one by one we will see these designs. First is correlational research designs. Correlation means relation between two things. Here researcher correlates the relationship between two phenomena. It is depend on the relationship between cause and effect phenomena. For example, smoking is cause and lung cancer is its effect. So researcher finds correlation between smoking and lung cancer, how it develops lung cancer. In the correlational research designs, we can see many types. First is cohort research designs. In that we can see prospective cohort, historical cohort, and prospective cohort. Second is case control research design. Third is nested case control design, and fourth is analytical cross sectional design. See in this, the first is cohort research designs. Cohort means group of people who have something in common. In this, first is prospective cohort design. Prospective cohort study is an observational longitudinal study, which means it is a type of forward study. We are doing study in the forward direction, right? For example, suppose we are doing research among the nurses, among the middle-aged nurses who varies in terms of body mass index, right? Then we have to do research about the coronary artery disease. The rate will be highest among the obese nurses, followed by overweight and healthy weight. This way we will assess in the future time the rate of coronary artery disease among the obese nurses. Next is historical cohort design. Historical cohort design, also known as retrospective cohort design, right? This research happens from the past collected informations, right, in the backward direction, means from the history. For example, researcher wanted to conduct the study on the types of radiation therapy given to the patients who are already treated with the cancer. The next is ambidextrous cohort design, right? This design moves both forward and in backward direction with the time. Means in this research design we are collecting the information from the past and with the current time going. The second one, case control research design. This design in which the researcher studies the current phenomena by seeking information from past. It is also known as retrospective research designs. In this design, the researcher links the present phenomena with the past events, right? This is the main. The researcher studies the phenomena and moves from the effect to its cause. Next is nested case control design. It is modified design of standard case control study design, in which exposure of interest is assessed in cases and selected controls, right? This design is used when exposure of interest is rare or expensive to assess or difficult to measure. For example, researcher wanted to study the patients of colon cancer. The total target population in risk were, for suppose 1000, right? Out of them, some 200 develop colon cancer. In this, it is difficult to assess 1000 people's genetic assay test, right? So, in this situation, we are doing nested case control design. Next is analytical cross-sectional design, right? This is a cross-sectional study. In this, we collect data at single point of time. For example, researcher want to study the first day experience of clinical posting among nursing students who are working in selected nursing college. The next is interesting descriptive research designs. In this, researcher observes, describes and documents the situations or phenomena which occurs naturally in its way. Researcher describes in detail regarding the phenomena. For example, researcher describes about the factors influencing stress among the working women. Here researcher will describe about the factors. He will not give any medicine or therapy for her stress. Just he will observe and describe in detail. In this descriptive research design, we can see different types. First is univariate descriptive design. In this, cross-sectional and longitudinal. Second is comparative descriptive design. First we will see univariate descriptive design. Univariate descriptive design describe the frequency of occurrence of any phenomena, right? For example, if researcher do research about the treatment seeking pathway of patients who is suffering from rheumatoid arthritis. In this study, the researcher may describe the frequency of different symptoms of the patients and the types of treatment which they are receiving. Remember, there can be multiple variables in this research study. Basic purpose of the study is to only describe each variables without giving any relationship knowledge between those variables. In this cross-sectional research design, it is one in which researcher collects data at a particular point of time, right? Example, today we assess the level of anxiety among the working women. Next is longitudinal research design. Longitudinal research design is used to collect the data over the period of time. For example, we assess the level of anxiety over 2 weeks, right, among the working women. Next is exploratory research designs. Exploratory research design is most primitive research design which is used to study a phenomena which is not well understood. It is used when topic of research is new and it helps to define the problem and generate hypothesis for new topic, right? Exploratory design is used to explore more and describe the existing phenomena and its related factors. In this design, researcher do depth exploration, not just simple description, right? For example, researcher explore the home safety measures for elderly people at home. In this, he explores different types of measures in detail. Next is survey research design. It is used to collect the superficial information about the public. A survey helps to collect the data about the public such as their actions, attitudes, opinions, perceptions, behaviors, awareness, practices and so on. Let's see about the types of surveys: descriptive, exploratory, comparative, correlational, right? Written, oral, electronic, these are the types of surveys. Next is developmental research designs. It examines the phenomena with reference to time, right? The developmental processes we can research in this. For example, if we do research on the physical characteristics which changes on the period of time, So this is the developmental research we can do like this. Now the last is epidemiological research designs. It mainly helps in mapping of health and disease in populations, right? This also gives the knowledge about the spread of the disease and its related factors in the population. Thank you for watching this video. For more knowledge, check out our next videos.